Okay, very good, very good. So I forgot to record, so you had to repeat that.
Okay, Prabhuji. तरुणारुण करुणामय विपुलायतनयनं कमलाकुच कलशीबर विपुलीकृतपुलगं मुरलीरवतरलीकृतमुनिमानसनलिनं मम कीलति मदचेतसि मधुरादरममृतम्.
Very good. Yeah,
Thank you,
beautifully
Prabhuji.
sang. Beautifully sang.
From that day, I remember this, Prabhuji. I don't know, I used to love this. Only one slokam was there in the syllabus.
Oh, very good, very good.
Beautiful and beautiful.
Yeah. So, yeah, shlokas are our life. The only way to remember Krishna is by memorizing shlokas. Because Sanskrit is such a rich language. When you want to convey deeper emotions, deeper expressions, Sanskrit is the only language. It's the richest language of all. So if you want to say, Krishna, you are beautiful. If you say that in this plain English sentence, Oh Krishna, you are so beautiful. Oh Krishna, you are the most beautiful. Beyond this, there are no words. You can't, in English, there is nothing, there's no better way of saying, Oh Krishna, you are the most beautiful. But Sanskrit is a very rich language. You can convey deeper emotions. Uh, you know, see when you watch a movie, at the end of the movie, even after coming home, what's what stays with you? What is that one thing that you will remember?
Story.
Maybe
Sorry.
songs.
Songs, yes.
Music, yeah.
Yeah, music. Okay. Story you may forget. Okay. I mean, the very next day, okay, you will remember. You may remember for 1 year, 2 years, or maybe 5 years. But after that, I mean, unless it is a like a classic epic story, some standout story. Otherwise, you will not remember the story even after 1 year, actually. But what stays with you is the music, the songs, the melody, all those things. So music has that power. The shloka, the melody of the shlokas have such power. So we should meditate on these shlokas, the tune, melody, the emotions, the word for word meaning. Then we can relish and we can remember Krishna. Okay. So here, let me share again. Yeah, Maduram Maduram Vapurasya Vibhor Maduram Maduram Vadanam Maduram Madhugandhi Mrudusmita Metadaho Maduram 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 Maduram. The last line is full of Maduram. It's all sweet. So Maduram Maduram Vapurasya Vibho. That means Vapu means body. Oh Krishna, your body is so sweet. And he is using two Madurams to convey that. Maduram Maduram Vapurasya Vibho. So imagine you have a sweet, one gulab jamun in your plate. So that is one sweet. But Krishna's body is too sweet. The number two sweet, and also it is too sweet. It's too much sweet. Okay? And Maduram Maduram Vadanam Maduram. Oh Krishna, your face is three sweet. See, there are three sweets here. 1, 2, 3. Krishna's body is too sweet. And Krishna's face is three sweet. Maduram Maduram Vadanam Maduram. If the body is so sweet, if the face is even sweeter than that, now what to speak of his smile? Mridusmitam is a beautiful smile. Mridusmitam means the gentle smile or the beautiful smile on Krishna's face. So how is that smile? Madhu Gandhi. Gandhi means here not that Hindi Gandhi. Hindi Gandhi means it's bad or it's a bad smell, right? But here Madhu Gandhi means Madhu means honey. Gandhi is fragrance.
Gandham.
Gandham, yes. Yeah. Madhu Gandhi Mridusmita. Mridusmitam means, oh Krishna, your 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 smile is so beautiful that there is a fragrance of honey. Krishna's lips and Krishna's smile is so sweet that it feels like there is a sweet fragrance of honey. Aho means in our common day-to-day language, we say, right, when we see something astonishing or when there is some surprise or something like that, or when there is some shocking news, we say, "Oh God," right? So aho means, "Oh Lord." It's the same expression. "Oh Lord, oh my Lord, oh my Lord, how beautiful your body is. Oh Lord, your face is even more beautiful, even more sweeter, and your smile and lips are much sweeter. It feels as if there is a fragrance of honey. Maduram, 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 maduram. Everything is so sweet about you, Krishna." So this is such a beautiful description of Krishna's Rupam. See, Bilvamangal, who is writing this? Netrahin Bilvamangal Thakur, who cannot see. Now, how he was able to understand Krishna's beauty, how he was able to put it in words? Because when you have devotion for Krishna, Krishna reveals from within. Spiritual knowledge is a revealed knowledge, whereas academic knowledge, you read, you study, and then you acquire the knowledge. Spiritual knowledge is revealed knowledge. Krishna, Paramatma, will reveal from inside. When Dhruva did tapasya for 6 months, standing on one leg, and when Vishnu appeared, Dhruva did not know how to receive Krishna, how to greet Krishna, how to offer prayers to Krishna, or Vishnu basically. He did not know. And then Vishnu put his hand on the head of Dhruva, and then Dhruva started speaking like a pandit, as if he has studied for last several years. So he started glorifying Vishnu continuously. So it's a revealed knowledge. Okay. So there is another beautiful shloka by Bilomangal Thakur, and it's a very famous, most famous one. Does anyone know?
In the Damodara Madhaviti.
Yeah, Govinda Damodara Madhava Stotra, that is there, and even more popular than that. Govinda Damodara Stotra, we only came to know about it after coming to ISKCON. But there is something that we all know since our
Is it
child.
Madhurashtakam? Is it Madhurashtakam, Prabhuji? Or
Madhurashtakam is written by Vallabhacharya. This is Bilvamangal Thakur.
give us some clue.
Vatasya Patra Puteshayan.
No, that is Markandeya Muni. That is Mukundashtakam. That is Markandeya Muni.
Krishnastakam.
No, Krishnastakam, Adi Shankaracharya.
Prabhuji, any two lines from Damodarastakam?
Damodarashtakam? No, Damodarashtakam is written by Satyavrata Muni.
Can you please say any two lines from the Damodarastakam?
Any two lines from Damodarashtakam?
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to sing?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll sing. I'll sing that.
Mhm.
Let's complete this question first.
Any clue, Prabhuji?
We have been hearing this from our childhood. Kasturi tilakam lalaṭafatale vakshastale kaustubham नासाग्रे नवमौक्तिकम् करतले वेणुं करे कङ्कणम् सर्वाङ्गे हरिचन्दनं च कलयम् कण्ठे च मुक्तावली गोपस्त्रीपरिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपालचूडामणि विजयते गोपालचूडामणि.
NTR used this song probably.
Huh?
In the movie,
Yeah.
NTR used this song.
Yes, yes. It was there in NTR's movie. Yeah. We have been hearing this since childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we don't know that written by.
Yeah. So nice, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Prabhuji. Even I didn't know that song was written by Mangal Thakur. Yesterday you told the story, but still I didn't realize.
Yeah.
But today, after you told the name, only it struck me.
So I used to think in my childhood, I used to think not only childhood, even until like 2-3 years ago, I was thinking this is a Telugu song because all the words they are almost like Telugu. Kasturi, Tilakam, they're all like Telugu words only. Chandanam, Kankanam, they're all Telugu words. But then, only like 2-3 years ago, I came to know that this is written by, it's a Sanskrit shloka written by Bilo Mangal Thakur. This also comes from Gopala Tapani Upanishad, not from Krishna Karnamrita, but another stotra from Gopala Tapani Upanishad. Okay. So, yeah, now Shamala, you asked to sing Damodara Ashtakam, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानं यशोदापियोलोकालाभवानं परं दृष्टमाद्यन्तातो गोप्या हृदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रायुग्मं व्रजन्तम्
Jantam
कराम्बोजयुग्मेन
Satanganetram
पुष्वासकं
Mukushvasakam
पात्रीरेखाकर्ता
Patririkhantapantam Stita Graiva Damodaram Bhaktivedam.
Okay, is that enough?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay. So we were discussing about Rupam, right? Yeah. So Rupa and Guna. Actually, Krishna's Rupam is also considered as Guna. It's part of his Gunas. In Nectar of Devotion, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, there is a scripture called Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, written by Rupa Goswami. one of the Goswamis and one of the Acharyas of this Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. So in that, Rupa Goswami describes 64 qualities of Krishna. And the first quality is Rupam, the beauty. Beauty of Krishna is one of those 64 qualities. So we cannot say Krishna's beauty is a separate aspect, separate from gunas. It's part of his gunas, qualities. Okay. So his external beauty is one aspect, which is part of the 64 qualities, but the remaining 63 qualities, they represent the internal beauty of Krishna, which enhance the external beauty of Krishna. So after all, what is the use of external beauty when the gunas or qualities are not so good? So Krishna's beauty, external beauty, Rupam, and also gunas are the topmost. In fact, Krishna's beauty and guna, qualities, they are like two dangerous weapons. Two, what is the word? Lethal weapons. Okay, in the movies they use this word, lethal weapons, right? So lethal weapons means they are very dangerous weapons which can kill anybody swiftly. Like imagine having a long sword, a sharp sword. Using that sharp and long sword, you can kill anybody very swiftly. Similarly, Krishna's beautiful Rupam and his qualities are like two lethal weapons which can captivate anybody very quickly. These two things will attract anybody in the three planetary systems. Not just the planets, but the three planetary systems, the 14 planets across the three worlds. It will attract everybody. It will attract not only everybody, but also Krishna. Krishna himself gets mesmerized with his beauty. So once there was an incident where Krishna was he was walking in a palace, and there is a big pillar in front of him, and that pillar is made of glasses. The pillar, the floor, everything is made of glasses. Glass means not just the glass that we have on our windows, but it's like a mirror. Yeah, mirror is the correct word, not glass but mirror. Excuse me. So the mirrors, all the pillars and floor, they are bedecked with mirrors. So Krishna was walking in that palace, and when he happened to see a reflection of his image in the mirrors, so at first he thought that is someone else, and he was amazed to see, oh, somebody is so beautiful, somebody is looking so beautiful here. And then within few seconds he realizes that it is his reflection only, and then he feels a little embarrassed. So, and then he sits on the floor. When he sits on the floor, he sees his image again on the floor, and then he feels embarrassed again. There is a famous painting, actually, you will see in some of the ISKCON temples. Let me see if I can find here on Google.
We heard like Samba is exact replica of Krishna, Prabhuji.
I also heard about that, but
And he used to Samba used to tease his moms by enacting like Krishna. And sometimes they used to feel uncomfortable when Samba was behaving like that, and that kiddie thinks he was doing with the munis also. That's when he got that curse.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I also heard that.
And he had to do so much of tapasya kind of thing for Surya Dev
Oh,
at Konark temple to have that skin disease go away.
oh, yeah. So yeah, so here you can see the matchless beauty of Lord Krishna. Now Krishna is looking at his own reflection, and he's mesmerized. See, look at the description here. Lord Krishna is charmed by his own reflection and wants to embrace himself. Apana madhurye hare hare apana mana apana apani chane karite alingana. So this is in Bengali, described in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Yeah, so beautiful. Yeah. So Krishna's beauty is such that there is another acharya who describes Krishna's beauty, saying that asamordva rupa shri vismapita characharam. Asamordva rupa shri vismarpita characharam. Asamordva rupa means asamordva rupa and shri means asama means not equal. Urdhva means nobody above. Nobody has beauty that is above Krishna's beauty, or nobody's beauty is equal to Krishna's beauty. And Krishna's beauty, it moves the non-moving things, and it melts the non-moving things. In Vrindavan, when Krishna appeared 5,000 years ago in Vrindavan, in Bullock Vrindavan, looking at Krishna's beauty, Yamuna river, which is moving, the flowing river, the moving river, Yamuna, gets stunned and then becomes immovable. The moving river of Ganga or Yamuna gets stunned with Krishna's beauty and becomes immobile, immoving. Okay? And the rocks on the mountains in Vrindavan, which are non-moving, they get stunned looking at Krishna's beauty and they start melting. I mean, it doesn't mean that the rocks are actually literally melting, but it's the poetic way of, expressing how great is Krishna's beauty. Asamordva Rupa Shri Vismarpita Characharam. With his beauty, Krishna is Trijagan Manasakarshi. So he attracts the minds of everyone in the three planetary systems, in the three worlds. Trijagan Manasakarshi. So in the material world, if at all there is somebody who is who is at least 10% as beautiful as Krishna is, that is Manmada, Cupid. So Cupid, everyone is attracted to Cupid, Manmada. And who is Manmada attracted to? Krishna. That's why Krishna has a name, Madana Mohana. Madana Mohana. So Manmada has another name as Madana. Mohana means one who attracts, Madana. So Krishna's name Madana Mohana means one who attracts Madana. And who is Krishna attracted to?
Radha.
Radharani. So that's why Radharani has a name Madana Mohana Mohini. Madana Mohana Mohini. So she is one who attracts Krishna, who attracts Madana. So there is Madana, who is Cupid, Madana Mohana, who is Krishna, and Madana Mohana Mohini, who is Radharani. So once there was an episode where Cupid, Manmada or Madana, he goes to Vrindavan. He goes to Vrindavan and he wanted to shoot flower arrows towards Krishna. That is his job, right? Shooting flower arrows to anybody. That's how Cupid attracts people in this material world. That is where that arrow in that love symbol comes from. When there is a love, how do they represent love? They put a heart and then there is a arrow. So it is coming from Cupid, Madana or Manmada. So Cupid comes to Vrindavan. He wanted to shoot flower arrows to Krishna. So he shoots an arrow towards Krishna, and then that arrow falls down. No. He could not shoot an arrow because he goes to Krishna with that intention of shooting a flower arrow towards Krishna, but as soon as he looks at Krishna's beauty, he falls unconscious.
Krishna shoots before he does, huh?
Yeah, Krishna shoots his arrow before Manmada could shoot his arrow. So we are all attracted to Manmada, but Manmada fell unconscious as soon as he saw Krishna's beauty. And then the arrow that Manmada was holding, it fell on the ground, and Krishna simply walked over that arrow, and the arrow carried by Cupid, it has a fish symbol at the end. That's why he has a name. Cupid has a name, Meena Ketana. Meena Ketana. Meena means fish. Ketana is flag. Meena Ketana. So when Manmada fell unconscious and his flag falls on the ground, Krishna steps on that flag and walks away. That's why there is a mark of that Meena Ketana or that flag in the form of a fish on the foot of Krishna. If you see any image of Krishna's foot, okay, the bottom of the foot, that's the sole. What do you call the sole, right? Not S-O-U-L, S-O-L-E, sole. So there are specific marks on Krishna's soul. Let me pull out an image. Yeah, you see here. So these are different marks on Krishna's, feet or soul, basically. There is a swastik symbol. There is Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. There is moon. There is there are two different types of flags. No, one flag and an umbrella. This may not be a flag. This is some kind of weapon. Yeah, some kind of weapon. And you see here, there's a fish. Yeah, Meena Ketana. So this indicates that Krishna has defeated the Manmada.
What is the significance of those symbols, Prabhuji?
Yeah, each of them they have some significance, like Shankha Chakra, Gada, Padma. We all know, Padma is lotus, and Shankha is that conch shell. There are different interpretations for the Shankha. One is Shankha represents Shankha and Gada. They represent Krishna's expansions. The Lakshmana and Shatrugna, I don't know, Bharata and Shatrugna, they are said to be incarnations of Shankha and Gada. So there are different interpretations, different meanings, significances of these symbols. We can discuss that.
Is there any slokam kind of for this Prabhuji, the marks on his feet?
I don't know. I have to research.
Only Krishna has these symbols on his feet, or like any Vishnu incarnation has these symbols?
Yeah, I think most of the Vishnu incarnations have. Vishnu definitely has. Lord
Okay.
Vishnu has, Krishna has, Radharani has, Lakshmi, Sri Mahalakshmi has. Most of the incarnations of Vishnu have.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you go to any holy place in India, you can actually get a small piece of Krishna's, small piece of feet. There are feet, the top of the feet, and there is also another set where you can see the symbols on the back side of the feet.
Yeah.
There are two different sets available. You can buy, and you can keep it in your puja room. Yeah. Okay. So now, since we spoke about fish, right? One acharya, speaking about Krishna Katha, one acharya says that hearing Krishna Katha, hearing about Krishna's beauty, hearing about Krishna's qualities, uh, what happens? What happens when we hear Krishna Katha, Krishna's beauty and Krishna's qualities? What happens to us? He expresses this acharya expresses this using an analogy of a fish. Let's say a fish is taken outside the water. So how will the fish react?
Breathless and
He wants to go back to the water as soon as possible.
Breathless,
yeah,
and then the fish starts jerking,
unsteady.
right? Jumping up and down and restless. It shows all those symptoms. So this acharya says, Jalabinu janamin dukkapayo ayuhin. It's in Bengali. Jalabinu janamin dukkapayo ayuhin. That means when we hear Krishna Katha, especially about Krishna's beauty and qualities, our situation will be like that of a fish out of the water. That means out of ecstasy, we will show symptoms, just like how the fish is showing symptoms of restlessness, jumping up and down, all those feelings of ecstasy. Okay. Now, that is not the end. Here is another beautiful thing about the same analogy. This Acharya, he uses the same analogy and explains what happens if we don't hear Krishna Katha. What happens if we don't hear Krishna's beauty and Krishna's qualities? What will happen? Our situation will be again like that of a fish which is outside the water, but this time the fish is not, the living entity is not exhibiting the symptoms of ecstasy, but the living entity is exhibiting symptoms of distress. Angatapam. Angatapam. When we have angatapam, the bodily distress, we will be jumping up and down like the fish that is outside the water. So beautiful. Same analogy used to describe two situations. What happens when you hear Krishna Katha and what happens when you don't hear Krishna Katha.
But from outside, both look same, Prabhuji. If somebody says both will be looking same.
Yeah, externally both will be looking the same. And also, see, if you go to Vrindavan, right, you see exalted devotees, like there are many Goswamis and a lot of saintly people. They look like beggars. They look like homeless people, beggars. They have, beards, and they'll be roaming around on the streets. They may not even have proper clothes. Huh? If we try to understand them looking at their external behavior, we will completely judge them incorrectly. But they are great devotees. They have feelings of ecstasy for Krishna, out of which they have even neglected to take care of themselves, and they don't even worry about their bodily needs. So yeah, externally to an outsider, to an onlooker, it may look like a miserable situation, but only the person who is going through this ecstatic feeling will know. Because after all, bhakti, or the feelings in bhakti, the emotions, feeling, expressions, these are all private things. It's between Krishna and you. They are never to be shared with anyone, and they are never to be advertised or publicized. It's like when you have $1 million worth asset, you'll not take a microphone and announce to the world saying that, hey, I have $1 million, I'm a millionaire, billionaire. Nobody will announce. Similarly, the bhakti, the feelings for Krishna are private. They are between Krishna and you. Only the person who is going through those experiences, emotions or feelings, the bhava and prema, person who is going through this bhava and prema, only that person can understand. Yeah. So yeah, in fact, Rupa Goswami, because all the saintly people, they lead a very simple life. They they take complete vanaprastha or sannyasa, and then they they uh, they live under a different tree each day. They don't even sit under one tree for more than one day, because if they sit or live under one tree, under the same tree for many days, they think that they'll get attached to the tree. That's why in Vrindavan they keep moving from one tree to another tree. So they lead a very simple life. That's why Rupa Goswami, So in one of his prayers, he says this, that, "O Krishna, when will I go to the banks of Yamuna and continuously sing your glories? Kadaham Yamuna tire namani tava kirtayan udbashpa pundari kaksha rachayishyami tandavam." Tandavam means like the Tandava dance, like what Lord Shiva does, right? The Tandava Nrityam. So Rupa Goswami is saying that, "O Krishna, O Pundarikaksha," here he uses the word Pundarikaksha. He says, "O Pundarikaksha, when will I go to the banks of the river? When will I leave everything aside, all the material dealings aside, and then go and sit on the banks of Yamuna river relaxingly, peacefully, and just sing your glories, chant your name and sing your glories? And when will I have tears? Udbashpa Pundari Kaksha. When will I have tears in my eyes, O Pundari Kaksha?" That is his prayer. So these two things are very, very beautiful. The so when we hear about Krishna, uh, we desire to see him, and when we see him, we want to know more about him. So one thing leads to the other. That's why she uses Rukmini Devi. She uses these two things in the first two shlokas. Shrutva gunan bhuvana sundara shrunvatamte nirvishya karna vivarair haratonga tapam rupam drusham drishimatam akilartalabam. So rupam, if we see Krishna, we want to know more about him. And shrutva and shrunvatam, if we hear about Krishna, we develop a desire to see him. So one thing leads to the other. Hearing leads to the desire to see him, and the ability to see him or the sight of Krishna's darshan will lead to hearing more about Krishna. And that is the perfection. The perfection of eye is to see Krishna, and the perfection of ear is to hear about Krishna. So much can be said about Krishna's beauty. There is one kirtan, Nandanandana Ashtakam. Does anyone know this kirtan, Nandanandana Ashtakam? Sucharuvaktra mandalam sukarnaratna kundalam namami nandanandanam. It's a beautiful kirtan. So there, everything about Krishna, different ornaments about Krishna, different bodily limbs of Krishna, everything is glorified as beautiful. In fact, all the ornaments, all the abharanas that are used to decorate Krishna, are they actually decorating Krishna?
Not required for him.
Not required, but still they are used. Different ornaments are used to decorate Krishna, like earrings. The kundalam are used to decorate his ears, and Vaijayanti Mala, a beautiful garland, is used to decorate his neck and body, and beautiful anklets are used to decorate his ankles and feet. And there is a kamar patti, waist belt, used to decorate his waist. There are beautiful kankanams, bracelets, used to decorate his wrists. And there are some armlets that are used to decorate his arms. So many things. So but the beauty is, the special thing here is, the ornaments do not decorate Krishna. Rather, it's the opposite. Krishna brings beauty to these ornaments. Bhushana Bhushanangam. Bhushana Bhushanangam. So Krishna brings beauty to these ornaments. All the kundalams, the earrings or Vaijayanti Mala or the pearl necklace, they are described as beautiful in all the kirtans. But the beauty of those ornaments comes from Krishna. Bhushana Bhushanangam. He is an abharanam for those abharanas. He is a decoration for those ornaments. So it's 9:42. I think I'll pause here. Anyone has any question, comment, reflection, anything to say?
Prabhuji, you were asking for feedback yesterday, and from all these classes I have been attending, I have been feeling so good after I started attending these classes, and I find so peaceful. I mean, kind of like, I mean, I'm like literally waiting, like when is the class time? Like I want to go attend the class. I want to learn the slokas. It's kind of like giving me so much of peace of mind. Yeah.
Yeah, very good, very good. Good to know that. But one thing I would like to warn everybody, and this is a caution, this is a strong caution and warning to everybody. You will become addicted to this. Okay? You'll all become addicted to Bhagavatam. You'll all become addicted to learning about Krishna. You will
Yes,
become
Prabhuji, you are true.
addicted. Yeah. You also feel
Yeah.
the same, Kamla?
Yes, Prabhuji, I can't express my feelings, but whenever I I say Krishna, I close my eyes and I say Krishna and I started meditation, I just got tears. I can't even talk. I can't even express my feeling. I'm really so happy and so blessed that I feel like Krishna only gave me this path to attend this class, and I'm still praying that let don't give any hurdles that to skip a class.
Very good, very good. I'm very happy to hear that. Yeah, very happy to hear that.
Thank you, Prabhuji. That is all blessings from Krishna, I believe. I
Definitely.
strongly believe.
Yeah, that's 100% true. Without Krishna's blessings, it will not happen.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, when we have enthusiastic people like all of you, we can learn more. We can learn from each other. We can learn more, and we can relish Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is compared to a ripened mango. Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam amrutam shuka mukha drava samyutam pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam muhuraho bhuvi bhavuka muhuraho bhuvi bhavuka something. The last word I forgot. So it says Srimad Bhagavatam is like a ripened mango. Now, the ripened mango, whether you taste it from the top or bottom, on the left side, right side, in the corner, that corner, this corner, anywhere, you can taste it from anywhere, it will be very sweet. So this is this Bhagavatam, Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam. Srimad Bhagavatam is full of nectar. We can drink
It
it
is
from anywhere.
really true for so many centuries, and it will be true forever, Prabhuji. I have, yeah, really correct. The
Yeah,
more we hear, the more we want to hear.
yeah. And even though we hear or we discuss, we read these stories over and over again, repeatedly, still it looks very fresh. The same Damodar Leela, which happened 5,000 years ago, even if we discuss 5,000 times, every time we discuss, it will, it will be fresh to our ears. That's the beauty of Krishna Katha. So, very good.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for coming up with this idea every day, because weekly once means it's not enough. So every day it's really, really good. As Mataji mentioned, we wait for 8:30.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
Very
Prabhuji.
true. I'm also like very happy that we have this class every day rather than weekly ones.
yeah. Weekly once is not enough.
Yep.
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji. Actually, I think you started this from in person, no? In temple, I think. Balaji temple every Saturday morning, 11 to 1. I think this
Yes,
class
yes.
should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. But I used to miss a lot. I feel so like I did not feel good. Like every time I'm missing, I'm not feeling good that I'm missing class. But whenever I see first message of yours, I was so happy, very, very happy.
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
Prabhuji, can you please tell us some tips to memorize these slokas? Like by seeing you chanting these slokas, right? It seems like easy, but it's not.
It is easy. It is easy. You just need to put some time. That's all. You just need to put some time. You need to understand each and every word in the shloka, understand the whole meaning. Take one shloka per day and you look at the word for word meaning, and then you frame the sentences in your mind, and throughout the day you just keep repeating, either you keep hearing the same shloka from an audio from somewhere, YouTube or anywhere, or once you are able to recite it by yourself, you keep hearing your own voice. uh, and the best thing to do is recite the shloka louder, not just
Okay.
inside your mind, but recite the shloka loud so that it goes through your ears and gets registered in your brain.
How to get the right meter, Prabhuji?
Right meter, it comes by practice.
Okay.
Initially, you may not get it, but you keep hearing and then you will get it.
Usually, like in all Bhagavad Gita shlokas, like have only 2 meters. That's what you said, right?
Yeah,
Mostly 1 meter. Only special slokas have a different meter.
yeah, yeah.
And
Bhagavad Gita is
Bhagavatam,
mostly
Prabhuji,
one.
same thing.
No, Bhagavatam, there are Bhagavatam gets little complicated.
Okay.
Like several meters. For example, Bhishma Stuti, that is in Pushpitagra meter. And
Mhm.
the Rukmini prayers, they are in Vasanta Tilaka meter. Kunti Stuti, most of the shlokas are in Anushtup Chanda, like Bhagavad Gita shlokas. But some shlokas, they are in Vasanta Tilaka, Malini meter. And there are some shlokas, for example, the very first shloka of Bhagavatam. जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्तेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरया तेजो वारिमृधां यथा विनिमयं यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि. That is Shardula Vikridita meter. So there are different meters, and it comes by practice. So you need to. There are some online classes on YouTube. You can learn. They're free. They're all
Braja
recorded.
beats you mentioned, like I'm actually following for the Bhagavad Gita, Braja beats.
Braja Beats. Yeah, that is a
Yeah.
good one. Braja Beats, Mantra Trance. These two are
Yeah.
good channels. especially
Thank
Kunti
you, Prabhuji.
prayers from Braja beats is very good. Mantra trance,
Okay.
Braja beats, they are very good.
And yesterday you mentioned some KK.
KK song for lyrics.
Kirtans, Mataji.
Okay.
Lyrics, only to look at the lyrics. Kirtans.
Sure.
Yeah. So don't worry. I'll train you everybody in this call. Every day we're going to recite shlokas. We're going to repeat the same shlokas over and over again. See, look at the 50 shlokas that we recited for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Everybody became comfortable with that.
Yes.
So like that, I will make everybody comfortable with the pronunciation, recitation, memorization, everything.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, we'll all do it together.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. This is really awesome. Thank you so much once again.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so I think it's 9:51. We'll end the call here. Thank you everyone for joining. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Bhagavatam ki
Hare
jai.
Jai.
Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Jai.
Thank you.